Your screen's coming up great.
See my slides?
Yeah, audio's good. So I'll just let you power ahead, mate, and I'll jump in at the end when we get to the Q&A.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah. So yeah, again, my name is Sandro Pereira. I'm a Microsoft Azure MVP. Mainly, I work in integration area, enterprise integration, BizTalk, Logic Apps, API management, and so on. So you have there my contacts, my Twitter, my blog, and still I'm an author of a BizTalk mapping pattern best practice book. It's free, you can download it. And today I will gonna talk about BizTalk NOS addin or BizTalk NOS Ultimate. And what it is an extension for Visual Studio. What it's trying to solve is basically helping the developer in several aspects of the day-by-day work by making it easier certain tasks that normally with default tools are just a bit annoying and time-consuming to do it. Okay, so instead of talking, let's see it in action, and the best way to show it is actually to present it in action and not in slides. So let me connect to my remote machine. And one of the good news that we have is recently BizTalk 360 decided to migrate and make it available the NOS addin for BizTalk 2016. And probably the only person at the moment using it. I was the beta test for helping them to see if it works properly in BizTalk 2016. And I'm finally happy to say that it works well and is available for you to download it and use it. But we'll go back on that soon. So I choose two real case scenarios that I had recently and on the past, and on how this tool helped me do my job. Okay, if you see my screen properly, you see that, and again, this is a real solution that I have to develop for 2016 that I decided to migrate today for 2016. So I migrate 173 projects from 2016 to 2013, 2016, just this morning to present to you guys. And you may see that it's a lot, is 173 projects. It's a big solution. It's crazy divide because each solution probably has one orchestration, and if you go, there are schemas, and you may go down and you find maps and other stuff like that. So each solution has like 3, 1, or 4 items. And I took this project as a migration, so I didn't start it from scratch. I simply went to the client. They asked me to help them migrate this solution. So this is a little crazy in terms of how do you take this solution and make small changes and migrate them from what was in 2010, I think, to 2013, because we need to confirm a lot of things. And for example, if I want to change the schema, which actually I did often. Okay, I have this schema, no? and I need to know exactly where this schema is used. And again, I have 173 projects to look at. Of course, they are, if you take very careful the names, you see that there is a schema maps, and you probably find the same topology, but with orchestration. But still, you need to find and have sure if they are only be using in one place. So with NOS, and this is quite difficult to do with the default tools that we have. With NOS addin, for example, I can use a feature called, I guess it's external dependencies. Let me try. You see that it's selected, and he asks if you want to open also. For sake, I will say no. And you see that this map, it highlights everything where this map is being used. Of course, it's being used inside it's a schema. The schema is being used inside this map. It's also being used inside this pipeline. So I need to be careful if I change something. And it's being used inside this orchestration. Okay, and we can go up and down, and you see that it's not being used in any other place. So I can go the same and see this orchestration, what is using, and I will use instead of the external, I will say the internal dependencies, and this will highlight me also all of the artifacts that are being used inside this orchestration. So this is quite, for me, is quite awesome, especially if you are migrating project that you don't own. It was not you to develop that developed this project, but you take that and you need to improve it or migrate and fix something. Okay. So you will find in terms of dependencies, you see external, internal, and heuristic, internal, external, and connotation dependencies. This is the crazy mind of Nino thinking, the guy that initially created this. I consider myself the godfather of this tool because I spent many nights with him testing these and demanding new features. And basically, all of them are doing the same, but this is heuristics. It will propagate and see, okay, if the orchestration use the schema, where the schema is being also used. So there are more logic inside, but mainly all of these do quite the same. It's checking where artifacts, what are the dependencies of the artifacts, okay? This is one. Another stuff is like building this project. It takes like 30 minutes. And you know that sometimes when you build inside BizTalk, it will compile and check the reference and compile also the reference. It takes a while to do that. NOS addin also brings a feature that is building project. It's a little faster. It doesn't have all of these payload of the Visual Studio compilation. It's quite similar, but sometimes it's good to have this feature also. And you see that if you have like an helper class, normally you need to or go to the properties and do some building events to GAC these DLL on GAC if you don't do that, you normally forget, and that is an error. Here we have the possibility that can build. We can register this DLL on GAC, And if you want to remove, you also can remove that from GAC. I find this feature quite useful because it allow me to be faster, and I don't need to do any post during events and other stuff like that. What more? Let me check. Okay. For example, in the orchestrations, let me choose one. I have here the NOS reporting, and I can do some reflector and refactor is almost like similar. It can give you more details or less details, but the goal here is to give you some highlights of your artifact. You have the number of persistent points that this orchestration will have. This is quite useful if you don't really understand where BizTalk persists the message. And of course, this will have some payload in the performance, because if you have many persistent points, it will take more time to process the message. And I give you some average complexity. One important thing, if it's present error handling or not. In this case, I'm not doing any error handling, and it gives a calculation of warnings. Basically, these 3 warnings is 2 persistent points and no error present. So it's like a flag. Say you may have some problems here. What is also nice is that you can see that you are receiving a message. The message that you are receiving from warranty, and I can click on the icon and go directly to the schema. I can navigate from my report documentation. Okay, and I can do the same for transformations and so on. I can also do, if I go to the solution, of course, if I want to find this, I can locate it, and that's it. I have my schema here, so it's easier to navigate. One thing also one feature in the orchestration also that I like is this dynamic navigation enable. So I can do this publish and have this report and go through any artifact that is present I'm using inside the orchestration. But I can also have this dynamic navigation. You see that these are my messages that I'm consuming here, canonical, AMP, warranty, and you can see that I have here my message, and I have the schemas, canonical and non-canonical. I can double click also, and I go directly to the schemas also. The same can be done for transformations. For example, this transformation, you see this is dynamic. The transformation will also have these schemas as input and output. So I can even double click on the map, and that should open me, yeah, the map. This is, if you realize, this is nothing really extraordinary. They are simple features, but they are simple features that allow us as a BizTalk developer to be faster to do our job, and better to do our job. Less mistakes we are doing. And if we do less mistakes and we do it fast, the clients will be happy, okay? More. Let me check more. So I speak about all of this stuff, reflecting. I will go to the jackhammering. Also, You see that, again, I have 170 projects. Of course, I can go here and select, for example, search for, let's say, Kai. And it basically will search on my, this is the default feature of Visual Studio. And we'll actually go to any project or artifact with the name Kai. Okay, but NOS addin will come with a wild search that is more than this search in the name. If I here make the same search, you will see that I'm going, for example, I'm selecting this receive file pipeline. Why? Because I'm using the Kai schema there. So this artifact also has involved the name Kai, not in the file name, but internally. And you see that it goes to the file name. Let me see, client account subscription, for example, doesn't have any Kai here directly, but it probably has the schema or any variable that is Kai with the name Kai. So it goes more and even go to the, for example, if it's a schema, it can go to all the elements and see if there is a Kai present inside. So it do more than the default search of Visual Studio. And normally this is also good to have because we can find for certain things. And I believe that, and I made this search on the solution level, but if I think that if I do the search in the project level, I think I'm restrained. I'm not sure that, no, I'm not. I'm doing everything I'm doing in the all the solution. So it's good to try. See? More. Of course, I can also on the solution itself do a reflector. It goes to all solution and give me a highlight of the entire solution. I'm not doing that because it's a 170 project. It will take a little to do that, and I don't want to take too many time for that. I want this to be a simple and fast and session. More. Let me switch project and show you a nice feature. But again, nothing special. You can do it with the default tools that BizTalk has, but it's too annoying, at least for me. And in this case, it's pipelines. So it's normally we create custom pipelines, and we need to try it. We need to test it. One way is, of course, using the crazy and annoying console application that Microsoft provides to test. I think it's 5 to test pipelines, which is quite annoying. The order is just deploy and test it in real time in dev or other systems. Here, for example, NOS addins allow you to test the pipeline, and it shows the result. Why? Because when you go to the properties, it adds a new attribute and say, give me a file input. Okay, similar to what you have with maps and schemas. No, now we have it in pipelines. We can select a file and test it, and voila, the end result is here. And if you check the sample that I'm doing, that is, of course, converting XML to JSON. Okay, and you see this JSON message it is, but let me show in a better style. This will be the output of my pipeline. So going back to my my machine, but this specific pipeline is using a custom JSON encoder custom component. Why? Because this has quite a few particularities. That is, this is basically an XML from SAP converted into a JSON, and it has crazy namespace and 2 dots and all of these crazy characters that it will fail on the default JSON encoder component. So I decided to create a new JSON component that is basically a replica of Microsoft, but this is Microsoft default behavior, and I have just used a custom encoder just to first replace all of these crazy characters to pass the serialization from JSON to XML. So I would like to also test this custom component. And again, by default, we deploy this to our environment, and we attach to a process, a BizTalk process, and I hope it stop it and do debug it here. And I don't have any breakpoint, at least that I know. Yeah, no, I don't have any breakpoint. But here I can do. I cannot go. Of course, I cannot go directly to the component, but I'm using my the custom pipeline that's using this component, and say test pipeline component. And of course, there is an input that I can change. This is default input that I specify on the pipeline. Let's say run test. They automatically add me a breakpoint, and I can debug it. Now see that I'm using my use custom encoder, and I'm just converting and generate the output and F5, and voila, I have the same output, and I can try my pipelines. I can try and test my pipeline components out of the box inside Visual Studio easier and faster. Okay, so again, everything is possible using the default tools and that you have in BizTalk, but it's not quite the same user experience. It's not quite the same as fast as you are using this add-in for BizTalk. So it's basically helping you a lot of these tasks that you do daily. So more. Let me check. Testing, reporting, testing. Now, let me go to jackhammering. Let me find here another project. So I didn't try that, so I'm doing that in real time. So let me do integration Monday, I think. I don't know if I have it is deployed or not. I'm going to close this because it has 170 projects and it takes a lot of memory of my machine. And okay, it's not really a good project. Let me choose another one. Okay, let's use this one. Hold. Bear with me. There's three. Okay. Close this one. Now let me close this one. So yeah, I have it here. Orchestration up and running, and yeah, okay. So let's go to the jackhammering, and let me check if I have this here. If I have, let me try. Build. Okay. I think I have it here. Yeah. So let me go and say jackhammering. Jackhammering is one of the tools that I love most, and it is crazy. So basically, it can go to your environment, and you see that I'm using my actually my environment, and I have all my applications, and I can go and select this one that is my application, and basically, for example, compare or extract all the artifacts. Let's say that you don't really have the source code of your solution. You can go to your BizTalk environment, that's production environment, test environment, or you can go to GAC and copy the assemblies and import the assemblies. You will have the same experience. Select the artifacts, and you can say extract. Okay. Of course, you need to select one folder. Let me do it, another folder. And okay, process complete, close. If I go to my folder, you see that I have all the schemas and I have the orchestrations there. And even if I opened, sorry, file. The project schema, you will see that there is the schema, and actually there is the orchestration also. The orchestration is nicer, but because you see the file, open, file, go, and you see there is the whole orchestration. Of course, you see that there is these warnings because you need to fix the reference, but you will have everything there that you can fix it. And actually, these already saved me in the client migration because they lost the source code, and with this tool, I was able to get the code and fix it and just arrange everything and then deploy it and successfully migrate to a new environment. But for example, you can also, if you are not sure if you are working with the last version, which quite often you are not sure if you are using the actually solution that is in production and you are fixing in developer. So you need to have a way to compare and see, I'm using the correct version, and then you can compare the artifacts, all the artifacts. In this case, I'm just comparing the update status, and you see the select directories to extract are different. And let me put new folders, and it will give you the difference between one and yeah, because I'm comparing with the create client. Let's do it right. So update client. That's why it's completely different. Update client. Jackhammering. And go into that and update client should be this, and the update client this one. Let's say compare artifacts, and still they are different. Not opening. Now I'll open. I need to. I seem to have an issue here. Why is not opening? Oh, no, it's my fault. And what is happening here? Normally works, but yeah, from time to time, I blame Nino for that. So yes, open update client. Yes, this is correct. No, compare artifacts. Oh, it's not this artifact. But yeah, okay. So the point is, it will give all the difference between the artifacts. I'm using an old solution. I'm not sure if it's still the right solution. Never mind. The point is that it will show and highlight all of the changes. And of course, you can do it also on the solution level. You can select and do the same. Okay. More. Let me check if I forgot more. The settings is just for you to select the environments. You can add and remove environments if you have multiple environments, and NOS addin, deploy assemble reflector, the same, and you have, for example, here, this is a small solution. You can also do the reflector in the solution level, and you have the number of project. The solution have 1, orchestration 5, 7 schemas, 12 artifacts, and you have like an average per artifact. Okay, it's just basically a documentation, and then you can go through any of these and go and jump to all of these artifacts. So again, this is nothing new, but is something that brings you some flexibility on your developer, and it helps you do your daily job faster and better. Okay. Again, I told you earlier, now it's available for BizTalk 2006, Visual Studio 2015. Earlier, we only had 2013 R2 and 2013. So now it's updated with the last version of BizTalk. And you can download it in biztalk360.com/NOS URL. You will find it download there. You can download it. You need request for a free trial, but there is a type there, request for a key, free key. Okay, you just need to put the first name, last name, email, organization, and so on. But actually, this is not a trial because nowadays you can have it for free. It's not a trial anymore. In the early versions, you have to pay a small fee for using BizTalk NOS Ultimate. Now it's free for everyone to use it. You will have a free key for a period, I think, the 12 months that you can renew once it's expired. But again, it is absolutely free, which is awesome. I use it quite a lot, especially in big projects, and for me, it's one of the best things. And I'm saying that since day one, since Nino started developing this project, it should present that project in Integrate in London, and then Saravan bought the product and started put it more commercial. Still, my opinion didn't change. This is one of the best tools that I found for us developer, BizTalk developer perspective. And now it's free again, which is quite awesome. And that's it. You have my email, my contacts. Feel free to contact me, annoy me with NOS addin questions that I can answer, help you in whatever I can. But I will recommend it for you to download it, install it, and have a try. Try it. I think you will enjoy it. And that's it. Any questions? I'm free to answer.
Hey Sandro, just Mike jumping in. Thanks very much for that. Just to reiterate what Sandro said, if anybody's got a question, just pop it in the Q&A window, and I'll kind of go through them with Sandro. But really good job there, mate. So, if quick one from me, Sandro, what ballpark, how much more productive do you think the tool makes you? Just so people got a rough idea? Are we talking like 5%, 20%, or?
It depends on the scale of the project. Let's say if you add that is a real example of 170 project inside that solution, I think I gain like a month of developing. I'm honest. I was really complicated to find all of these schemas and mappings, whether it's been used, because I have a huge complex solution that I didn't knew. So it was another team that made that solution, and I had to help the client migrate that solution. So in this case, you will gain a lot of time. Of course, if you develop your solution, you know the solution, yeah, the tool it will help you like 10% or so. But in other cases, it can go more than 100%.
So you think it definitely for brownfield projects, it's a big win because you've kind of you always get these messes, don't you, where finding stuff's a nightmare.
Yeah, and especially when you start and you take this project and you need to understand the project. You need to check everything, and this is quite smart to do that with this tool, because you see all of these dependencies when you can use, and you see a lot of these reports on how many persistent points an orchestration has. And even if without any code, you can refactor. Of course, you can use other tools to do that, but you have everything inside your tool that is Visual Studio. I find that quite okay and awesome.
So we've got a question from Neil just coming, who says, when you're using the GAC utility tools on it, does that also generate build actions so that items could be GAC'd on deployment, or does it just work when you're developing locally?
Developer locally, I think. So this is for the Visual Studio. This is for developing. So this is basically calling the GAC utility, but in a smart way inside Visual Studio. Yes. Again, there is nothing really absolutely amazing. It's just smart things doing it in a proper way. Simple stuff, but putting better and faster for you to use.
So we've got Peter asks, how long do you have to wait on the key after you register? So I'm assuming that'll be pretty quick, because most of the BizTalk 360 keys are within a couple of minutes or so. Might be worth just checking your spam folder, Peter.
I see.
Unmuted.
Answer that better, because I'm not the.
Yeah, true, definitely. Yeah, go on, Lex.
It's a matter of a few minutes, I think.
Yeah, indeed. It always depends, of course, where you are and if the office is open at that particular time. But indeed, normally it won't take that much amount of time. Before you have your keys.
So anyone has a problem, just ping Lex on Twitter.
Yes, of course. That's always fine.
Yeah. No, you do need to check your spam folder, because I had one go to my spam folder the other day as well. I was trying Document 360 for Saravana, and I was hustling. I'm going, where's my key? Where's the key gone? And it was sat in my spam folder. And if anybody else got any questions, Control? Peter just said he hasn't got it yet, but he registered at 2049. And I'm just sitting going, it's only 2020, isn't it? I'm forgetting Peter's probably in a different time zone.
Indeed, it is a manual process. So indeed, we have the office, of course, in India, and the office here in Greater London. And both don't work at the moment. So probably you will have it tomorrow morning.
Do you know there is something called Microsoft Flow or Logic app that you can automate that?
Yeah. We are integration, right? So.
Just saying, Logic App is quite easy. You just filter the email by a topic, and that's it.
You could also make it announce that people have tried it on Twitter as well, which would be even better.
Yeah.
Peter, if you have any problems, I'll ping Lex and he'll sort it out for you. And I think it'd just be a few hours probably.
We'll just keep an eye on it. No worries. Yeah, certainly.
So what?
You will find several ways to use this tool. It depends from person to person. You may use a lot of all of the feature, or you may use one. I normally use one or two. So again, it is free now. Again, it is free. It's available for you in all recent versions of BizTalk. So it's a win-win situation for you to be better.
I think it's got that complexity stuff's my old Codeplex thing from years ago, isn't it? I think I tried to persuade Nino to put that in the tool ages ago. I think
initially was trying to have this approach, but then Sarabana jumped in and decided to with Nino to take ownership of the tool and improve it.
So what do you know if there's any plans to like set up any new features in the next release or anything, or
let's try to push them. I just pushed them a lot for them to release to 2016, and finally it was successful for them to do that. So if people start using it and requiring and give more feedback, I guess it's also a business opportunity for them. No, it's not being paid, but it's them that is passing. So I guess they will start to look for a different way and start to improve it. I had some in my mind to give feedback and demand them to implement it. But, together as a community, I think we can do and force them to improve the tool.
So what's the best channel for giving feedback for the tool?
Lex?
Yeah, this is a good point. Most of the products we have a feedback portal, of course. For NOS, we don't have it. I think the easiest way for now is just sending an email to the support desk, and I think just sending an email.
It is Lex. It is Lex. Lex email.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Lex@360.com.
Yeah.
If it was Nino, I just call him during the night and annoying him until he implement that. But now it's a different story. But we can just send several emails for them and start pushing them to implement new features.
Well, maybe Lex, if you can get one of them user voice things like for the other products set up, that would be really good for people. And,
yes.
Certainly. Yeah. Well.
So, Sandro, do you want to just repeat what the URL for getting the tool is? Because I think somebody's been trying to get it, but looking in the wrong place. So
I will put it in here, and so BizTalk 360/NOS/free trial, or you can just Google BizTalk NOS Ultimate or BizTalk NOS addin, and you will find it. And you have also, of course, features and everything documented. All of these that I spoke, you have there in the highlight, and that's it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we also plan to create a documentation site for it, so that besides the normal website, we also have a proper documentation site, explaining all the features. Just to get started. But let's stick to it in the planning phase. We didn't have time yet, so to start working on it.
For now, you can use the contacts to send message for them.
True. Yeah.
So Sandro, when we're next going to get you on Integration Monday, then what are you going to talk about next time?
I have several sessions. I have
Do
one
you
that
like the way I give you a choice there, by the way?
this one I didn't have a choice, but I've been presenting a session in the last few months about power apps, flows, and real case scenarios that we are implementing. So if you are interested,
Oh, definitely, that sounds really good.
it's based on real case scenarios. So
we'll hook up with you offline and see if we can sort something out on that.
okay.
That sounds like a really good. Everyone always likes real world stuff, so I'm a big fan of getting those kind of sessions.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
So the questions look like they're drying up, guys. So Lex, this should be online tomorrow for people to look at offline.
Yeah, this is what I expect. Probably I'll process it tomorrow. So also, Sandro, maybe if you can send me your presentation, then I'll also add. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, then indeed, yeah, I'll process recording tomorrow. So indeed, yeah, somewhere tomorrow it will be online.
Good stuff. Okay, guys. So thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Massive thank you to Sandro, who's a regular speaker here and always helps us out by having some really good talks. Sandro, are you putting into Speak It Integrate and stuff like that?
I still need to send it. I've been a little busy. My kids were sick also, and I have a lot of things to prepare because I will be married in a few weeks, so it's a crazy moment for me. So, but I will try to send it a session.
So is this where the amount of blogging that you do is going to go down significantly, then, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I will certainly try to send a proposal by the end of this week, because in the time that we're going to have a look at all of the different proposals we have received. So if possible, if you can send it before this Friday, that would be great.
I will.
Fantastic. Are you going to be at the MVP Summit, Sandro, as well?
I will be there. I will be there.
Cool.
Fortunately, I think I will be there. I already bought the ticket, so I'll be there unless something happens. But yeah.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Right, everyone. So thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll let you all get on. And I think it into the next one. So we've got Srini talking about atomic scope. So I hope everyone has a great week, and we'll catch you on the 18th.
All right, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Cheers, Sandro. Thanks again.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, cheers, Mike. Cheers, Sandro. Thanks a lot. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Come on. Must be used.